Okay, friends. Yep, back again with another tale of the Chatterbox. Uh, Don Hall shouldn't have let me know that he's posting these wonderful. He's put together like a website, and I guess anything is pretty much fair game, within reason. And I've been just kind of working uh, on the Chatterbox side of things. I don't know. It's because number one, the Chatterbox for me uh, was perhaps the best gig I ever had. Man, it was, first off, I was there forever. And I think in, what was it, 15, 20 years, something like that. I think I missed 2 or 3 days, and that's about it. I mean, if it was Saturday, I was there. Yeah, a few times I had, minor complications. I had a heart operation, and I think in one case, I don't know, there was something else wrong with me, and hernia. Yeah. Wait a minute, I think I still went there and DJ'd with the hernia. The kids carried my speakers in and my equipment. They wouldn't let me lift if I went to, bend over to pick up an album. They, wait, Doc, we'll get it for you. Which one? That kind of thing. Which now that does remind me is the kids. That's what I really wanted to talk about. The kids that work there, I would say 95% of them were I was just so proud of seeing them and knowing them. They were so good at working in that restaurant. I think honestly, I think it was Don's leadership and it somehow his attitude towards things rubbed off on them. And those kids, they could run the restaurant. If Don was somewhere else, they honestly could handle it. They they really did not do a bad job. I've seen cases where oh gosh, they had a breakdown on one of the dishwashing machines, and when a dishwashing machine breaks down in a restaurant, especially on a busy day, you is in trouble. And they a lot of people I know, grown-ups included, would have said, "Well, that's it. We're closing for the day." You know what they did? The kids gathered in a knot and a huddle, and they decided, okay, here's what we're going to do. When you aren't waiting on your table, run in there and do some dishes. Get them out and wash them correctly. Get them out, ready to go, and we'll just tag team that. If there's anyone has a bit of a pause, go in there and again more dishes. The more, the merrier. Anyone in the kitchen, run over and get them if you can. And they held the line. They held the line. It was like, in a way, it was like watching a really good crack platoon running their way through maneuvers, or getting a ship through tight quarters. They just they were amazingly good problem solvers. If a problem came up, they figured it out. I swear it was amazing. And where so many people would have, eh, that's someone else's problem. No, it was their problem, and they handled it. I remember once, I won't name names, but there was a young fella managing. He was sort of the manager for the day, uh, and uh, and he was doing well, and it was one of those nice summer days. All of a sudden, a whole bunch of bikers came into and parked themselves under the overhang. You know how the Chatterbox had the overhang, and they were rough looking, but again, they were bikers. That's how they're supposed to look, but they were taking up a lot of parking spaces. And I think it was like one parking space per motorcycle. Well, now the cars with families in them couldn't park there. And this young fella looked at that, and they were kind of the kids were kind of discussing, what the heck do we do? Those guys look rough. Well, this young fellow went out and talked to them. He marched out, and I thought, oh my God, they're gonna wipe up the parking lot with him. He he went. He did it very diplomatically. The guys turned out to be really nice. They said, yeah, sure, no, I'll tell you what, there's a shady spot over there. If it's all right, we'll all park over there. Can you have your waitress come out and get us there? Yep. He negotiated. It all worked out just fine. There wasn't any bloodbath under the awning, and some of the cars could get in, and gee, it was fine. But they would do this kind of thing. Um, I don't know. I think Don trained them so well, and these kids have gone on. So I know there's one young fella. If I have a really serious computer problem, like I can't figure out how to turn it on, I can call him, and he'll say, "Oh yeah, Doc, here, what?" he actually has a way of logging onto my computer, and he says, "Do you see that button? Click that, for crying out loud, Doc. That's what you do." I said, oh, "Okay," and he's always very polite about it. But he'll. I've had some really serious computer trouble, and he give him a minute or two, he's got it all solved. There's kids that have become wonderful parents of beautiful kids. It's some have gone on to nursing, teaching, selling insurance, really climbing the ladder of success. And honestly, I think a lot of that is because of the training they got at the Chatterbox. It was, and if a kid kind of, if maybe someone new came in and wasn't quite holding their own, they would show them what to do, show them what to do, show them what to do, and sooner or later, next thing you know, that kid would 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 be part of the gang. He'd be taking orders, working in the kitchen, whatever the heck it was they were supposed to be doing. They'd be doing it, and you wouldn't see them running off, to take a break or hide from the work. They'd do it. I know. Well, like I said, I think there was one time when I had a hernia operation, couldn't lift, and I had a heart operation, couldn't lift. The kids, like I said, carried my stuff, didn't even think about it. I mean, they just, what? Doc's here. Let's go get his stuff right now. Come on, you, and you. Let's go. Doc, you sit down. Someone sit here and someone stand here and make sure he keeps sitting. We'll get your stuff in. No, you can wire it, but we're carrying it. It was like that. Gee, they were cool. And now and then I turned them on to some oldies. They'd come over and say, hey, what was that song? I said, well, that was the Dell Vikings. Oh, Dell Vikings, huh? Yeah, I said, they're all over the web. You can get them. Oh, all right. Yeah. So, again, all in all, I got to say, that's if there's nothing else to the Chatterbox, definitely it was a university for kids to learn to be successful. And there was many a graduate went on, and they're going to be movers and shakers. You'll see. They already are. Get right down to it. So anyway, I thought I'd say. And it's funny. Some of those kids stayed there. They were there for a long time. 5, 10 years like that. Yeah. So it was good bunch of young folks. Not so young anymore. Of course, what's that make me? Yeah, older in dirt. Well, anyway, I'm going to end this now. But again, Don, if nothing else, I mean, double dog baskets aside, I think you did well, very well, with all those kids. It was absolutely amazing. And I think the secret was Don treated them like equals. They weren't stupid kids. He treated them as the important people they were. And that kind of thing works. See you later. Bye now.